Hey people, it's Army here, back with the next part of my Dark Souls 2 replay on PS5. So, last time we took down the very annoying Shrine of Almana. Now it is time for the Undead Crypt. So let's make our way through. Another area that can be a bit annoying. Most of the general enemies are fine. It's the ghosts that can be very annoying in this area, to be honest. Other than those guys, we shouldn't have trouble. They just made him so overpowered. Like, the weapons are strong, their magic is strong. Yeah, they're just annoying to deal with. Roll catch. Ugh. They made these guys like pretty big and intimidating, but they're not too strong. These guys are a bit annoying to deal with as well. If you get hit by their magic. Oh, we got a forlorn. Okay. Right. Let's make sure we're full health and we can't get tracked by the magic. Oh, scythe this time. Wow, range. See, this is the problem with being locked on in this game sometimes. You can't really track an enemy around you. Jesus. I mean, at least we've now got Max Estus. Come on. Would you like a fireball? What happened to that? Why is this version of Forlorn got so much health? Ah! She was so strong. It's just a really bad matchup with where they're having a scythe against my short stubby mace. We can fit on a shield. Okay. Okay, well there's me saying most of the enemies here not too bad apart from the ghosts. And then Forlorn decides to rock up. I thought we were going to be lucky and get both of the shields down. Like if you wanted to run a shield only build, those things are beast. No Forlorn this time so far. I was kind of hoping that she could come back and we get our sweet revenge. Yeah, those enemies are interesting. There's only the two of them, I think, in the entire game, but they drop one of the best staffs, which is what we just picked up. So I don't think it's got... No, it has got 2020 requirements, but yeah, it allows you to cast magic, faith, dark, and pyromancy. So really useful staff.
Human,
Do not produce light.
light.
Yeah, this bit's interesting as well with
I'm Ugdane. Countless.
this guy. Basically, if you light a torch in here, they will attack you.
But I rest.
But if you chill in the dark, they leave you alone.
This
He sells really interesting stuff as well, so we got dark arrows and bolts. He also sells 13 Elizabeth mushrooms, which again, they're a really crazy healing item, and we'll definitely pick up warmth. And we might actually end up taking off heal because it's not that strong, and we also we haven't got the faith for great heal. So if we stick on warmth, it just lasts for like ever, and it's really strong. Really handy spell to have if you're going to do any build that's not really focused around magic. Right, the ghosts we can't do anything about. Another fire seed. We nearly got our pyromancy flame to full now. Okay. We drop down to light this place up. The only problem with this is obviously it does make, as well as lighting the place up, it does make it so the new enemies that they added in this version of the game appear. So anywhere where there's like a lit torch, then those guys now rock up. But you do get the whole insulin set if you kill them. I'm not too sure if there's something specific you get if you can kill every single one of them, to be honest. There may be. Okay. No, grab the item. Come on. I'm caught in a bit of a weird time today as well because let's just change the spells actually. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, obviously where I was ill the other week, it's obviously run my immune system down, so I've gone from that straight into a cold, which is always fun. So I had to try and pick a time of day where I wasn't sniffing and drooling. Right. Be careful with this, try and get an angle so make sure you don't hit the bell. Otherwise we'll have these guys to deal with, and it's much easier to deal with them one at a time, and when you can get a few free hits. Ah, ghost. Pretty sure that guy didn't used to be there. Right, so now... Actually, I just remembered there is another one of those witch enemies. Just another one. And they are up over here. Again, be very careful here with the bells. Oh, there we go. See, they go straight into a... straight into attack mode if you ring the bell. Good thing is that when you've destroyed those statues, they don't come back. Uh-oh, this is bad. Jeez. I forgot that another one of those guys shows up as soon as you light the torches. Okay, talking the Titanite, bonfire aesthetic. There is, yeah, if we drop down straight by here, we can deal straight with this guy. Unfortunately though, we've got another one of these red dudes to deal with. These guys, like the red guys, aren't that strong. Like just with the black witch just by now. Oh, we got the blue flame. No. Okay, apart from that spell, that spell is pretty OP. Getting it from all angles here. Right, let's quickly clear up this room. Did we got... Yeah, we destroyed the statue. Just need to try not get stuck here. Not ring this bell in the process. See how strong warmth is now. The only thing is, like the thing that kind of takes away from warmth, if anything, is that it'll heal everybody who walks into the area, friend or foe. So often you'll see people, if they're doing like, I don't know, some sort of PvP setup where they're waiting for people to come in, and they've got like different people scrapping each other, and the host will often just have warmth, so everyone can heal up, ready to battle again. Wait, Abilene. Yeah, look, it's just ridiculous. It lasts for ages. Restore your full health bar, and you get 4 of them. And obviously in this game as well, it's kind of weird how the spells work, because like your uses don't increase depending on like your level of the stat. Well, I think they do as well actually, but they can stack. So if I had 2 warmths equipped right now, then I could have 8 casts. Oh, damn it. Not too worried about our health a minute, because we'll loop back round to the bonfire. See, what I would recommend here is actually immediately abandoning this room and getting the shortcut straight away. So obviously you've got these guys everywhere. The hollows in there will ring the bell, so you'll have the ghost mages to deal with too, and you've got these guys. No, don't go off spell. Ugh. Double chug for the win. That's one of those chests that's very easy to miss, because obviously it's in such a dark spot. I told you I was making this up. It's a lot harder for myself with these bases in the playthrough. Right, so we've got the shortcut. No? Yes, we have got the shortcut. That's how that guy got across. Okay, yeah, let's clear out this room. There's a few decent things in here. Even if we don't survive this, the main thing here is to destroy as many of these statues as you can. Because when you come back then, they're gone for good. These guys don't really follow that far either. That lunge. Right, this guy is just chilling here, ringing the bell flat out. Trying to make as many of those guys appear as possible. I think there's maybe, oh god, we're so dead. Go down swinging. Nope. Okay, well I think we took out pretty much all the statues. So fingers crossed that, I know in other areas things respawn once you die, so obviously all these stones have respawned, but the statues, they can't respawn, and the phantoms, the black phantoms, they won't respawn either, so now we've got full heals and a lot less of those guys to deal with. I don't know if there's any left actually. I think we were pretty thorough there with the statues. Now, one more. Okay, let's just check around. I think, yeah, we're safe. It's just only hollows we've got to deal with now, and we're not too worried about them. So what we're trying to find now is the lockstone. Yeah, here we go. Someone was kind enough to leave us a message. from what I remember, I think this is actually something pretty decent. Oh! Love it. Instantly unleashes an AoE attack as soon as you walk in the room. What a nasty little trap. Great lightning spear and a staff. Okay. So the great lightning spear is probably the most beneficial out of all those things. So I'm actually gonna cast a warmth by here. If we need to run back to it, we can. Right, this bit is quite annoying with the hollows here. So basically, every time you think you've got rid of all the hollows, you haven't. So we got one there, and then we got another one that'll pop up. Look at this sneaky guy. All just waiting to ring the bell and summon infinite mages against us. Also got more of these guys. Range on that spell. Okay. Right, so we just got the Dragon Rider at the top. We will take him out because there's 4 chests by there, and then we've got the boss. And then we should finally be able to grab the key then. That'll let us over to Aldia's Keep. The other purpose of speaking to that guy at the beginning is as well, if you want to summon him, you can, and he actually uses the black crypt sword, which you get from beating the Rotten the second time, with the extra soul item that you get. I think we were successful in, just baiting those guys. So, just the Dragon Rider left. This one's pretty beefy, to be fair. If you think how weak, or how little health the one at the beginning of the game would have had, like he wouldn't have, well, and also the other boss that we fought when there was 2 of them together, they literally lasted a few hits each. And we're dual wielding level 10 weapons here. But he's just chilling. Like, his health is just staying right up there. Who have we got? Moonblade. Sorry there, Moonblade. Jim does need your help today. We're gonna take down this King's Guard all ourselves. That's the Jim way to do it. Okay. More torches. A branch. That's probably the most useful thing out of everything we just got. Yeah, the interesting thing about the blue flame as well is because this is technically a staff as well as a sword, so you can put that in one hand, buff another weapon with that, and then use an item to buff the blue flame. So yeah, that's a pretty cool way of doing it. There's a lot of similarities with Vestat, his armor, and the armor from Demon Souls, the Dark Silver set. Obviously this has got a gold tint to it, but if you look at like the headpiece as well, especially. I think it is quite resistant to magic as well. Right, you want to get in on this while he's buffing. Watch that though. Obviously this makes him more resistant as well as stronger. Another attack that you can punish very easily if he does his magic. Just watch for that follow-up swing he seems to do every time you attack him in the back. That spell stab done. Yeah, we'll definitely check out his armor, seeing as we've been checking out most of them so far. Once we've done this, the Firekeeper should come to give us a little hint. And when you get the memory from the giants, you can come back here and talk to the king, or a version of the king when he was still alive. And when you've done all 3 of the DLCs, if you come back here again, then you get the ability added to each of the 3 crowns, where you'll no longer be able to become hollow anymore, which is very useful.
This ring is the symbol of the king. Use it to gain passage through the king's gate. And venture to the bearer of the... Then one day you... without...
Okay. Interestingly as well, what you can do is, as soon as you get the king's ring, you can go and fight the king's watcher and defender, or is it the queen's watcher and defender? Yeah, but anyway, those 2 enemies that you fight normally directly before Nishandra, you can just go and fight them now, and then that way you don't have to fight 3 bosses in a row. And you know, we may actually do that now. Let's quickly pop back to Majula. Right, yeah, Estus is max. I'm just sticking everything in attunement until we get to 30. We're nearly at 150, which is probably around the meta level that you would want if you're gonna PvP in this game, but I don't know, I may just stick a load of stats into Faith, because why not? Let's quickly strengthen. Pyromancy Flame, what are we, level 9? You can just buy one as well, which I'll do, because we're here. So that is Pyromancy Flame up to level 10. She may actually give you something at this stage as well. Not too sure if it's either if you buy everything off her, or spend a certain amount, or get your Pyromancy Flame to max. She'll give you something.
You need armor?
There we go, so... That's that. So he's got a lot of dark resistance. What's your poise like? 33. And what have we got? We got 44. Okay.
Are you sure?
We'll leave that for now. We're happy being a big poise boy. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll go to the King's Gate. That way we can so you just need to equip this for like seconds, literally. And the gate will start opening. And then this way, you don't need to fight them all back to back. It's the Throne Watcher and Defender. It's not the King or the Queen. I wonder, I was trying to scratch my head then and thinking that's not sounded right. Yeah, it's actually a pretty tricky boss fight as well. There's a lot of waiting with it because you just gotta obviously be mindful that they'll both be waiting to attack you. So Vengal is here because obviously we defeated his body and got his head. Benhart is here even though we haven't followed his quest line through. But yeah, I think I did this on accident in one of my first playthroughs, and I was thinking actually this is a pretty good tactic. Because then you've just got like, especially now that you've got Scholar of the First Sin, Aldia, mixed in the mix as well. Oh, the roll catches on their attacks. Kind of want to keep these guys sort of even, if you can, with their health. What will happen is when one goes down, the other will try and heal the other one. So basically you want to have as little health as possible on whichever one is left standing. Magic, really? So you can quickly finish them off before they revive the other one. Right, so they're both going to get buffed now as well. Their weapons are really interesting to use as well, because obviously they've got a built-in buff. So if you were doing a faith build, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool weapons to use. Sorry, I'm about to die. Because yeah, it's got its own buff built into the weapon. So I think they rely on faith and strength. Just keeping an eye on her now, making sure she doesn't heal him. Her health is low enough though that we don't have to worry about that. So they'll just start backing off when they're about to do it. We're not going to give her time to do that. They're pretty nice armor sets as well, actually. Obviously, the Watcher for the a female character and the Defender for a male character. Also, the shield, the Watcher shield, is very useful. And I think if you're not going to go for one of their swords, then the shield is definitely worth it. So the Watcher shield has very high lightning resistance. So what you can do is you can actually infuse that shield with lightning on top of the resistance it already has, and then it gets 100% lightning defense. Which obviously, if you're coming up against faith builds a lot, which you do in this game compared to some of the other, then it's really handy. Like Dark Souls 1, faith wasn't really much of a thing. And Demon Souls as well, because there wasn't really, like, the spells weren't brilliant. Even if the Golden Pine resin was really overpowered, you just didn't, yeah. Apart from Dark Moonblade, that's the only thing that you'll really come up against, like, consistently, because that is just a very overpowered buff. But other than that, whereas this game, they introduced, you know, loads of things that made faith viable. And then obviously they carried that on with the third game then. So again, quick ring swap. You want to be quite swift through this area, and you may want to just immediately pelt it for the bonfire, because these little guys, the ones that were running away from us outside, they're the same enemies that you find in Pharos, so they can petrify you like stupidly quickly. And there's loads of them. So I'm like maybe 1 or 2 hits away from being petrified now. Again, we haven't done the quest, the mirror quest line, so should be chilling in there waiting for us. If we'd used it 3 times in a boss fight and kept her alive, we'd be able to get her armor and weapon. This chest is actually a bit sneaky. I don't think on most of the mimics it's very obvious, but that one is not as obvious. The malformed skull is a pretty cool weapon as well, very viable for strength. It doesn't have any scaling, so you can put it to raw. It looks pretty cool too. Okay, we'll quickly lit the bonfire. Quickly go and defeat the Dark Phantom version by here, and then we'll probably just wrap it up, and then we can deal with Aldius Keep, and hopefully most of Dragon Eyrie we can get all that done in one sweep. I'm just thinking, is there another bonfire in here that I can get to easily? I think there is. This time the bloody backstab. In Dark Souls 1, like, you can pretty much backstab them instantly. This guy down the side is pretty interesting as well. You have to be hollow to speak to him. But yeah, if you carry out his quest line, then you get Forbidden Sun, which again is just a really overpowered pyromancy, which, you know, you chuck that in someone's face and they're going down. There's a key that you need to unlock here, but to do it you have to, I think you have to use it on that statue there. Then he drops a key, then you use that key in the next area. And then I think you can come back here, and then it's something weird like that anyway. Basically you need to do something, and this skeleton here, it'll activate and you'll get the key that you need. It's basically in the next area there's one room that you won't be able to enter, and the only way to enter it is to do something in here. Just can't remember 100% what it is, or what order you've got to do it in. This is pretty cool. So obviously this is linking Aldia to the Looking Glass Knight, or the Mirror Knight. So basically Aldia must have made those mirrors and given one of them to the Looking Glass Knight, because this is basically the shield which the knight dumps down, and these phantoms can pop out. And if you want to invade in that area, interestingly as well, if you put your summon sign in the right place, your red summon sign instead of the white one, then you can be the one to pop out the shield and fight with the boss against the player, which is again a really cool thing that they added. And obviously they take inspiration for that from Demon Souls, with obviously the monk boss fight. So a couple of nods in a row to Demon Souls. This thing sounds like it should be out of like Jurassic Park, the sound that it makes. As long as this thing doesn't breathe on you, you're pretty safe. Okay, so that's the way we came. Pretty sure there is a lizard that appears here, but it's never... I think you've got to not go underneath this platform, otherwise it just immediately runs away. Yeah, I can't remember. It's either... You've either got to do something where you kill the ogre, or you've got... it may be that you have to light all the torches. We'll have to figure it out. At the moment though, I just want to get to the bonfire. And then we can finish up this area. And then we can do Dragon Eyrie and the Keep, and get the items of memory next time round. Hammer. Yeah, I think it's something pretty decent anyway. Yeah, it's this door here that you can't get through, which in the original version of the game you could always just go straight in there. There's all sorts of wonderful concoctions in there. Grab that, lockstone. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure it actually involves the torches, not that ogre. I think I'm getting confused. Okie doke. Anyway, guys, we got a lot done in the end. Obviously, yeah, we've taken out the Throne Watcher and Defender early. We're ready now in Aldia's Keep to keep going, and yeah, we should pretty much be through the majority of the game in the next 1 to 2 episodes, and then just before we go to Nashandra and Aldia, what we'll do is we'll go into the DLCs, and they'll probably be 1 to 2 episodes each, depending on how we get along, because some of those areas are just a nightmare. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, like the video, subscribe for more, and I will catch you in the next one.